So the other day, I talked to you guys a little bit about the DRec Alliance. More specifically, I talked about how this is enabling mass adoption. But I saw a few people questioning, like, how is this big for Hedera? Well, I want to talk about why it's not only big for Hedera, but also the entire industry. But also, I want to go over what just recently happened that is going to allow Hedera to be fully unleashed in specific areas around the world. If you guys want to absolutely crush this market, I mean making sure that your long-term, your mid-term, and even your short-term goals are being hit in this space, you guys need to be in the Discord. I have a complete free section and a complete paid section as well, where both sides are getting a ton of value. Even the free side. Guys, I don't ignore the free side. We have weekly events in there. We're doing portfolio reviews, you name it. So what are you guys waiting for? Join the free Discord now. Links are down in the description below. So with that being said, welcome to the channel everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. So yes, I mean, this is not new news at this point. The DRec Alliance did provide us with an insight on some of the new additions to the overall alliance. We are excited to announce that Cardano, Hedera, Ripple, I mean, all of them are coming together to really kind of join this alliance and ultimately target mass adoption. And then we also have, in addition, there's a few, major players here. I love that Oasis protocol is joining. I love Oasis. I told you guys about Rose for a little bit of time. It's a great project, great AI underdog. But we also have that they joined the Alliance members to advance the DRec Alliance's mission of creating a decentralized interoperable recovery standard to facilitate the widespread adoption of crypto and Web3. We look forward to working alongside these new members to further drive our collaboration multi-chain efforts to develop an open source industry standard protocol that makes digital asset recovery seamless and secure, creating a safer and more accessible Web3 ecosystem for all. Now, building on top of this, the Hedera Foundation did post a video from Leman Baird, really kind of sharing his insights on the DRec Alliance. And this is actually a great video, so listen closely to it and listen to what Leman Baird is discussing here.
Somehow, and that's true for a safe that you have, or for stocks that you own, or your car, or your passport. Anything you lose, there is always some emergency way that you can get it back. But in the decentralized world that we're entering, that's not true. If you have cryptocurrency in an account and you have the private key for that account, if you lose the key, you are out of luck. Your money is gone forever. Or if you have a recovery mnemonic phrase, 12 words or 24 words, if you lose those and you lose the key, there is no way to recover. And if someone steals it from you and they steal your money, there is no way for you to get it back. You cannot even know who stole it. And you'll never be able to find it. Even if you know what account it went to, there's no way for you to get it back. This is not a world with a safety net. And it isn't just for cryptocurrency. It can also be tokens that you might have. It could be assets in a metaverse that are stored in tokens in the future. It could be your ability to vote in a DAO. That's not money. It's not tokens. It's power or ability to do something. It can be things like coins. It can be online ID credentials, DIDs, decentralized identifiers. Anything that is a credential for you that could become your identity in the online world, giving you the ability to do everything and to own everything, could be lost. And we do not have safety nets. You cannot go to the court and say, I forgot it. I've had emails from people who have said, oh, Leman, we had a whole bunch of HBARs in an account and we lost our key. Would you mind generating another 24 words for us and sending us those 24 words since we lost ours? No, I can't. I physically can't. It's the whole point of decentralization, is that no one can do that. I cannot get your money back for you by design. This is the whole point of Web3. So we don't have an FDIC insuring things. A lot of people wish we did right now. We don't have safety nets for if you lose your keys. And everything is based on knowing a secret. Having a key or a mnemonic, everything is protected that way. And if you lose it, you're out of luck. If someone steals it, you're out of luck. There is no recourse. So what can we do? Well, honestly, for Web3, for ledgers, for blockchains to go global, for everyone in society to use it, it has to be something that your grandmother can use without training, a non-technical person, very easily. It has to have convenience. It has to be at least as easy as the bank, maybe easier. And you need to not have intermediaries who can steal everything. You really don't want that. We don't want to say that the answer to the problems of decentralization is to become centralized. That is not the right answer to the problems of decentralization. The answer is safety nets.
And this is exactly what the DRec Alliance is providing, which is a complete safety net around this, which I'm actually very excited about. I think that this is a major step in the right direction. And also on September 17th, at the RWA Summit in Singapore, head of FinTech and Payments Fund, the Hedera Hbar Foundation, will be speaking on the panel, The Rise of RWA Chains, joining, of course, ADA and a few other big players as well. And this is all around the rise of RWA chains. All of this is tied together. Listen, as we really look at tokenization, when we look at any use case within Web3, it doesn't mean anything unless we can actually have these things like the DRec Alliance provide a safety net. We could have guardrails up, and then we could also have regulations, because all of that will lead to the tokenization of everything. It provides, RWA chains like Hedera, Cardano, pretty much any chain that you can think about out there that is focused on tokenization. It actually opens the doors for them to become, even larger and target a lot more money, because now we have those safety nets. We have security measurements behind the space. For the longest time, crypto was like, all right, well, you lost your key, well, you're done. Or, if this happened or that happened, you're done. So now, as we think about that, right, it's something that really kind of held a lot of users back, the no safety nets and things like that. This is going to provide almost like a welcome mat, if you will, for the next 100 million or even billion users. And it's also going to bring in a lot more money. I'm very excited about all of this. RWA chains, the rise of RWA chains. I'm very excited about these discussions because this is also giving us an insight on what's happening behind the scenes when it comes to tokenization. Now, one thing that I really have been focused on when it comes to Hedera is decentralized finance, DeFi. So again, really kind of building upon the safety net idea. Yes, DeFi also needs safety nets behind it. It needs some types of guardrails, but we cannot regulate DeFi into a corner where it's now controlled, it's centralized. It needs to have, and it needs to hold on to the original ideas of decentralized finance. It needs to stay true to its name. And that's the number one thing that I'm really kind of focused on at this current moment in time. There has been things that have been changing around DeFi, but I am focused on DeFi on Hedera. I've been telling you guys for the last couple months, like, I'm focused on this. We were starting to see TVL grow significantly when the market was doing good. There's a ton of smart contract transactions on Hedera happening every 24 hours. Some active smart contracts as well, well over 10,000 plus. And there's a lot of great DeFi projects on Hedera, even more coming to Hedera as well, which I'm very, very excited about. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because if we go back in time a little bit, let's just go back in time, and it's actually beyond this. But we'll start with this one. So this is Qatar introduces regulatory framework for digital assets. This happened on September 2nd. We have Qatar's central bank governor believes that the framework will bring opportunities to the country's financial sector. And yes, this is actually a very big announcement because it does include tokenization processes and the legal recognition of property rights in tokens and underlying assets, custody arrangements, transfer and exchange. In addition, the framework has provisions for the legal recognition of smart contracts as well. So this is actually a very, very big deal. Also, the QFC allows up to 100% foreign ownership and 100% reparation of profits. It also charges a competitive rate of 10% corporate tax on locally sourced profits as well. And this is all to support their vision. We have supporting Qatar's digital transformation. And down here, we have in November of 2023, Qatar launched its third financial sector strategy to create a capital market to help the country unlock its economic potential. The plan includes embracing emerging technologies to accelerate digital transformation. And we could actually see that here. We have banking, insurance, digital finance ecosystem, and also capital markets. And I think that this is incredible. I think that this is great. We're now starting to see regulations taken seriously around the world. This is only putting more and more pressure on the US and all these other nations, But why is this very important for Hedera? Why is it very important for DeFi on Hedera specifically? Well, if we go back over here to May 16th, we have Qatar Economic Forum, the Hashgraph Association, partners with QFC to launch a $50 million digital assets venture studio in Qatar. The studio will focus on investments in Hedera-powered Web3 startups and enterprises building bankable DeFi solutions. And there you have it. And this is a very, very important thing to focus on beyond just DeFi, because tokenization is also a part of the big plan here. The partnership will further focus on delivering legal and regulatory compliant real-world asset tokenization solutions. It will provide startups and SMEs with training, financing, engineering, and resources for research and development. Moreover, the Hashgraph Association will also facilitate fintech events such as the Web Summit in Qatar to showcase developments in the digital asset space and enhance Qatar's visibility as a leading hub for decentralized finance and also digital assets. So this is very, very exciting stuff. And we also have down here that earlier this year, the THA signed a strategic agreement with the Saudi Ministry of Investment to establish a $250 million deep tech venture studio as well. All of this is based around AI, Internet of Things, blockchain, DLT, robotics, and even quantum computing. So definitely focus on these, because now we are starting to see them becoming a big, big piece of the puzzle. And even over here from Subjective Views, we have Qatar's Vision 2030 and Hedera Hashgraph. The Hashgraph Association has announced a partnership with the Qatar Financial Center to establish a digital assets venture studio. This is all to promote regulatory compliant DeFi solutions and digital assets utilizing Hedera's Hashgraph Enterprise DLT. Now, outside of that, we have over here as well from the Middle East to Ireland, Hedera's enterprise-grade DLT solution is on the move globally. Within weeks of having signed the digital assets agreement in Qatar, we then were able to move on to having discussions with significant players in Ireland. This is from Andrew Forson, who is the same individual in that image over here in Qatar. But check this out.
Really bring the best technologies to different parts of the world and to really enable technology developers to see how easy and efficient the integration of the Hedera distributed ledger can be in a range of technological initiatives. So when we're partnering with entities in Ireland, it enables us to promote the utilization of the distributed ledger in a broad range of technologies. I have had discussions in the past weeks with everything from AI companies to biomedical engineering companies to nanotechnology companies to stablecoins. And this really should indicate to people the power of distributed ledger technology and the fact that it is more or less the dial tone for the new generation of technologies that are being deployed, whether it be deep tech, fintech, DePIN, it's there. And to bring this all into the context of the Middle East and the Middle East audience, the beauty of what we're doing is we are actually serving as a bridge for the best technologies in the best centers of the world to be able to bring maximal benefit to those Middle Eastern technology ecosystems that are seeking it. Many years ago, there would be a thing about technology where if you wanted the best software or the best version of a software, you pretty much had to be located in the US or North America. This is no longer the case. What we're finding is there are centers of excellence, and these centers of excellence are sharing the best in breed technology amongst themselves. So it's quite fitting that within weeks of having signed the digital assets agreement in Qatar, we then were able to move on to having discussions with significant players in Ireland. And one of the beautiful things here is many of these institutions and enterprises in Ireland have an interest in having the sharing of intellectual property and technology between Ireland and Saudi, between Ireland and Morocco, between Ireland and Qatar. All this does is it raises the level and quality of the technology being developed in all of the sectors. So I view that as a very positive development.
Now, if we think about this, right, what happened in Qatar allowed them to move on to having these discussions. So think about this. Okay, so now Qatar is introducing this regulatory framework for digital assets. Hedera is going to be completely unleashed in Qatar. And once we start to see those use cases realized in, and we start to see Hedera becoming a big name in Qatar, what do you think is going to happen beyond that? All right, well now, because they already have this partnership or this alliance with the Saudi Ministry of Investment, well now they can move on to the Saudi Ministry of Investment. Okay, but now they also have discussions with Ireland. So now you're going to start to see Hedera taking over globally in a lot of these big areas and becoming a big player. This is why you must be focused on some of these initiatives that are happening around Hedera. And also why the regulatory side of things is also very important to focus on, because this opens the doors for a lot of these use cases and for the potential of these networks and these assets to finally be realized in. I'm very excited about this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.